management systems. As maybe my colleagues asking, saying about cybersecurity, we should not take it as a role to work and go. No, no, this is like in mind embedded. So the think behind the cybersecurity is not only coming at the end. We shall start it from the beginning. Whenever I design a code, I need to put cybersecurity in the requirements from the beginning. And also managing the suppliers. So we have, whenever I take any supplier or any code from third parties, I need to apply for ABC. ABC. I forget the process. So it means that I need to trust no one. I need to check everything, and I need anybody trust minimization. So this give me that the mindset that I will trust everything, take it from the beginning, and then apply it into the life cycle code management and vulnerability management. So what usually is the gap, honestly, is the governance structure in cybersecurity. So what's happening that every person or any employee in the company said, oh, this is a cybersecurity role. It is not my role. No, no. We need to have the thought that cybersecurity coming from top to down. What I mean, from the higher level of management to the security and computer engineers, going back to the normal employees. So when we will reach to that mindset, in that case, we will minimize the risk. Again, we are not speaking to be 100% secure. It will never be, but at least we will minimize the risk on our company, in our society, or on our products.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in the telco industry, I can see, I can witness a lot of trends that's already targeting this kind of sectors, because it's one of the most critical infrastructures that tiding and connecting every critical sectors around us here. So moving forward to the innovation role in both of these areas here, either to tackle the critical infrastructure and the cyber attacks, or into building the entrepreneurship to close the gap that we are existing now. What you can see, for pursue you this question, to give us our insights about the role of innovation, how to steer the situation here in terms of supporting startups in cybersecurity, maybe adapting security ideations that coming from here. I can witness a global, GITEX Global and North Star are hosting here the Arab Security Challenge for cybersecurity and IoT ideations. I can see a lot of startups here exist in either North Star and GITEX Global. So I can see the spirit of innovation is expanding here. So what role of innovation you can see it, and one value added of adapting such kind of startups, entrepreneurship in the cybersecurity or ideation in both fields, starting from the educational perspective up to the industrial perspective as well. Yeah.
Yes, so speaking of initiatives, I can talk about our department as also as a program coordinator. So we are taking this entrepreneurship, and I believe around the world, as a very important course in our program. So all students from all the majors, they must take entrepreneurship course, and we are trying as much as we can to promote the cybersecurity solutions and IT solutions. Cybersecurity and IoT, mixing cybersecurity with AI, mixing cybersecurity with the different majors. Even in our courses, like we are embedding these entrepreneurship mindset and asking the student we are trying to change a little bit how the course delivery is. So we are giving more weight to projects, even if it is not a project-based course. For example, in software architecture, students must include, as my colleague mentioned also, that we need to include the cybersecurity requirements from the beginning of the requirements engineering up to the implementation. How would you do it as a future cybersecurity workforce? How can you do it? And we are trying to organize competitions. We are trying to include it in Entrepreneurship Day, where we invite companies to attend also to be part of the judges, to judge their solutions, their projects, and see if they can maybe fund or maybe support the students with their ideas. This is from the academic side. Now,
So maybe I would like to maybe in the opening, Dr. Isa he mentioned that whenever we are thinking about innovation, we need to think the three aspects: academia, industry, and government. So we need these three key pillars to work together in order to push the innovation industry forward. So maybe I will share one practice that what we are doing here in Hawaii, that 5% of its investment, it's only happening for cybersecurity innovations and R&D. So I have the chance to be in China last 2 weeks back. So they have an R&D center which contain more than 27,000 employees working there. So you know that the huge of these employees working, the mindset itself, this is what we need maybe in this region in order to start, not just graduate from the academic and then directly join for, let's say, normal or routine job. We need to have the thinking of startups. Maybe I am happy to see this type of startups. We need to start, at least, to give the initiatives. Just keeping the thought of I will lose at the end. Nobody will succeed from first attempt. If we look to the big companies, it's all start with maybe a small failure. So this is the mindset that we need to start. We need to get out of our comfort zone. Maybe we easily say it, but nobody hardly to do it, experience it. So this is I mean, that's what I can see. GITEX itself, it is a good opportunity for people from academia, from industry to meet and share ideas, maybe starting a new collaboration. So this is what I can see also from this type of exhibitions, added value to the region and to the market itself.
I totally agree with the quotes that you said from Dr. Isa about the triangle, the golden triangle that's building the innovation, which is academia, talents with industry, and the government support for doing this. And in this regards, I want to share a good example that we already did in Egypt, because actually we do have a governmental with the academia, and we are organized actually one of the hackathons that have been done last year and this year as well, and we expanding this hackathon here with the Arab security challenges. And the inspiring things that the first awarded teams was actually in the first and second years of college. That's why it's very still young, and they have a brilliant solution that we can see here. Even if it's cloning and international solutions are provided with the golden suppliers, but it's very good to see this is initiatives coming from our students here for the early stages in university, which is really a promising part here, telling us that we have a young people, a talents that need to be discovered, need to be governed between the three triangle that you mentioned before. So I totally agree with you about what we are witnessing here and what is Joytech is doing here as a global opportunity to collaborate and gather all of these talents here, focusing on them, providing them the appealing part, either financially, support, and governance. So this is all the ecosystem is needed here. So I want to add your insight as well about the role of collaboration here, because actually we are representing mainly a lot of industrial here. So what kind of collaboration you can see, and we can work together to work on this and try to deliver this message of innovation and tackling this gap as well from collaboration perspective.
Yeah, I think in terms of collaboration, if I understand well, between the industry and academia, for example, one way is if we can in academia have a representative from industry and in the board, for example. This is one of the things also I believe academia is working on, is to have representative and members from the board, for example, from Huawei, from leading industries in cybersecurity in Dubai to be part of the board of the School of Engineering and give us, for example, what are they expecting as technical skills from our students. And from our side, we can try to implement these requirements. So I believe this is one of the collaborations we can have. And also when industry collaborate with the university, again, on building training and master degrees, the training programs, and also on some internship agreements. Also, we can work on MOUs. And for example, we agree that this company will take 2 students in cybersecurity as intern students. They will train them on their technology and then so forth. With the years, they will fund themselves with more and more skilled workforce.
So I think, as mentioned, that maybe need more collaboration between the universities and the industries. Having a successful internship, it's not only just to fill the requirement of the internship. It's just to have the time from the student to learn and even to know how usually it's working in the companies. Because at the end, this student, he will graduate. Either he will open his own company, so he needs to be based on standard, or let's say some of the high standards companies. And again, the second thing, or this student will be hired in one of the entities. So here's the idea of the internship. So I remember maybe a lot of successful stories that we turn our internship students into full-time employees. So it's not only happening from between the academic and the industry. Also, we need the engagement of the student themselves, the eager to learn. So maybe again, I will choose one quote from Dr. Isa: "The attitude here, the student, it's more important sometimes beside the technical skills." So backing to your question, how we can do maybe doing more organized and planned internship, turn these employees or these students to employers. This is, I think, it will be one of the successful stories. And again, having the students and the industry participating on such events in order to minimize the gap between the students and the academic and the industry.
I can add maybe based on what was mentioned. So maybe organizing some workshops between the company and the university. This will give as a first contact with the students and try to catch these students who have this personality that you are looking for. So maybe this would be also a good idea, maybe so the company can seek and try to see headhunters, we say it. So maybe this could be a possibility also.
And what about the regional collaboration? Because actually I do see good practices among each country here in MENA region. So I can see Emirates is evolving in certain sectors and can see Egypt from perspective. And I can see this regional collaboration, it should be organized somewhere so we can share the experiences, share this, because I do see one of the example of the regional collaboration is this gathering for itself. And another program should be organized with a partnership, definitely for different sector from the region itself. This is going to enrich the industry as much as possible, even for the competitions that we can see. And yesterday I witnessed a lot of teams coming from Tunisia, for Algeria, from Emirates, from Egypt, and all of them have potential ideations that already tackling gaps existing in the community. So this sharing and global innovation, I believe, is going to enrich definitely the ecosystem we have. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I totally agree, honestly. Sometimes collaboration on the level of the region, collaboration between the industries themselves, so to also we'll have more minds under one roof. So maybe I can share here honestly one as a Huawei, we partners with OIC CERT, which is the Organization of Islamic Groups, CERT's Computer Emergency Response Teams. So where we can share and develop together white papers specifically to secure 5G, how to implement cybersecurity standards, And also, we work closely with some government in order to uplift their professionals in cybersecurity in terms of technologies like AI, machine learning, and IoT. So for always collaboration, it will have positive energy and feedback.
Yes. Going further to another challenge, because actually, like we mentioned, that with evolving technologies, we definitely have threats. So, from academic point of view, I do see the AI role here. It's at its own cybersecurity threats, and that we need to be tackled on governance. So, from educational perspective, how you are going to take care of this part, especially from the governance perspective, from the regulation and policies in the academia. Do you have some specific tracks and behaviors or of tackling such kind of technologies here?
I can tell this is a very, very hot topic. And to be honest, do we have? I participated in a panel talking about using AI in academia, and I believe till today we don't have a full answer. But with time, we are trying to understand and maybe propose solutions and try to minimize the problems of using AI in academia. And the big question, if we should allow the students and professors to use AI in their programs, mainly in cybersecurity program and computer science program, because basically AI or generative AI tools are generating all the problems for the projects. So if I go to the lab and I ask the students to create a solution for this threat or for this problem, they can just with a seconds ask a generative AI tool. But what we try to tackle this problem in a different perspective. Let's allow using the AI. This is what we try to do. Let's allow using AI, but we are sharing awareness about using AI. So it's true that AI can provide us with solutions, but we need to take into consideration that not all the information in AI is reliable. So if we start with how AI has been built, it was trained on pre-existing information. Whether it is correct, it's not correct, it is trained like this. Now the student has a bigger responsibility to analyze what he found. Is it correct? Is it not correct? Is he going to adapt it to his solution or not? So this is we try from the beginning of the semester of the academic year to build this awareness among students and tell them, okay, this is what you are going to see, and if you are going to use it, I cannot tell you don't use it. You have it in your pocket, you have it in your phone, you have it. I cannot be a police in the class. But what you need to know, don't be users, but be the professional ones who are building these kind of applications. So we try as much as we can, right? But again, for the labs, we are trying to change the way the questions are asked. We try to change our way of delivering the course to be a project-based, to assess the students on communication skills, on knowledge base, on a one-to-one communication discussion. So show me your solution. Either you found it on whatever part you found on the internet, show me and convince me that your solution is correct, is coherent. You didn't cut a part of it from ChatGPT, a part of it from another Gen AI and another one. So I want a coherent solution. You provide to me, you convince me that solution is coherent, correct, and solve the problem, either whether it is in cybersecurity or in another technology domain. So this is how we try to tackle this AI using in
I totally agree with you about this part, especially because we are using the AI to detect the other problems coming from the AI threats as well. So for the deep tech as well, one of the example even I saw in one of the projects yesterday that they have solution now that detect the fake voices and audios and all of this stuff by AI itself and by learning technology. So you cannot perhaps the technology itself, but it should be regulated ethically from the user of it and from the governance sector and regulations that's governing this part as well.
I will add one more thing, especially in cybersecurity, as I mentioned, using AI is really a bigger challenge because the threats, again, that we know, they are trained, the models are trained on the threats that are existing. But with every day, maybe even sometimes we can generate new threats. Maybe I didn't try it yet, but again, what we know, maybe there are new things that will be generated later on. And that's why students must understand and acknowledge that using AI or generative AI to help them, it should stop at a certain point and not replace them. They should assist them, but not replace them. They still need the knowledge skills, the problem-solving skills that generative AI tools cannot provide.
Okay, maybe I would like just to add one point about the generative AI. It's built based on information. So that means that whatever I will feed it, it will have this information. So especially when it came to sensitive information that we own as a personal or as a government, as industry, we need to make sure that we not put it in that algorithms. Reason why? Because it will use that information to build another cases. So just we need, again, maybe my colleague mentioned the awareness. This is all a tools. The mind that is using these tools, we are as a human. So we need to be aware about the threat of these tools, and we use it responsibly and with care, and putting in mind our information or the information that we are sharing with these tools. Maybe again, I would like this, as mentioned also, people that are using AI for security. But what about the security of AI itself? Since AI is built doesn't put in consideration security while they're building it. So we need to step one step back and rethink about the securing our AI solution that we are developed or what we are using.
Okay. Actually, we do have less than 5 minutes in which I want from each one of you to give advice to the whole ecosystem, either from the industrial, from the academic, from the startups, from even the students that's joining the cybersecurity here. What kind of advice you're giving from your area of expertise about joining the industry, playing a critical role in this ecosystem here? So I would like to see your insights about this advice to each part of the ecosystem we have.
Okay, my advice to students as a faculty and as a supervisor is, again, to not limit themselves to the degree they take. So they will take Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity from our school, but what after that? They need to work on themselves. Don't stop getting information and knowledge. Train, get more training, certifications, stay updated to the technology and the new technology that is evolved, that is coming. So this is one of the important things. Try to be innovative and different. The extra mile we do, this is what makes us different. So now maybe we have 200, 300 students in cybersecurity, but what makes each one different from the other one is his extra mile that he's putting in projects, in innovation, and solving problems, existing problems, and future problems, and having this future and innovation mind.
Maybe my advice to the entrepreneurs or students, let's think cybersecurity not as a complicated word. It is there in our life. Cybersecurity in each part of our life. So for a student that he will think as a cybersecurity as a career, no. Let's think it is in our life. It's in our lifestyle. Everyone he has a mobile phone. So just to rethink, this is essential to have it as a skills. So again, maybe he will be a professional cybersecurity in the future. But again, cybersecurity is for everyone, and it's everyone responsibility. It's not cybersecurity department. So we need to put that always in our minds.
I will ask the parents. I would like to really ask the parents to give the chances to their kids to choose, and don't maybe to put them in a scenario where they provide them with the information that yes, you can go for cybersecurity, to push them and to not guide them always to traditional, let's say, careers, but to be open to what their kids they want, and maybe to push them, to give them the chances to discover what cybersecurity is, and to guide them through this direction and this career.
From my side as well, I do add for the because actually the students already there, they already fully aware of what is the cybersecurity, what's needed. For them, just I will add either to choose to be on the right side of the cybersecurity, not the bad one. And from the entrepreneurship and startups here, I really encourage them to go ahead and start. The field is very large and acquiring a lot of needs here. And we want to see more in the cybersecurity startups that coming with products that especially coming from the MENA region, and we can see this and witness this together. And from the ideation itself, I was impressed actually with the amount of ideation we do have and capture from the early stages that really make me proud about these talents that exist here. And most of these students we have seeing there. So for everyone attending our session, I would like to thank you. I would like to thank my panelists for these interesting discussions. I really enjoyed and learned a lot, and hopefully see you again, inshallah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.